Hey, what's up guys, Jace here back with another standard deck tech, and today we have a blue-black Proliferate deck. Now, it is a 61 card deck, only bosses play 61 cards. Basically, the idea of the deck is you give your opponent just one poison counter, and then you just proliferate like crazy to try and get them to 10 poison counters to lose the game. So basically, we are a control deck that has a win condition in the form of poison counters, and I think it's pretty fun to play. It can be pretty good against aggressive decks, insanely good against control mirrors because it's really difficult for them to remove those, prevent those poison counters from happening. So it is a really good deck. So let's go through the main deck list. And remember guys, if you want to give this deck a try, the deck list will be in the description below, so you can give it a try for yourself. Okay, right, first off, we have one copy of March of Wretched Sorrow. Nice little removal spell. Life gain, so there is some life gain. I think it's the only life gain card we have in this deck. Being able to remove something, whether it be a creature or a planeswalker, and gain a bunch of life to buy yourself some more time. Really, really useful. Then we have ways to get the poison going. So we got 4 copies of Prologue to Phyrexia. Draw a card, they get a poison counter. Instant speed. Really, really good. Really, really good. Gets that going. Turn 2, give him a little cheeky poison counter, and then we can start proliferating. Nice little card there. Then we've got 2 copies of Experimental Augury, 2 mana, instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, then you can put one into your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order, and then you can proliferate. Great for hitting your land drops, great to proliferate, and just smooth out your draws. Really do rate this spell. Then we're running 4 copies of Anoint with Affliction, 1 color, 1 black, exile target creature of mana value 3 or less. Great to deal with aggressive creatures, but then it has Corrupted. If your opponent has 3 or more poison counters, you just exile a creature. Really relevant. Be able to deal with like Shieldred, Friction Obliterators, another like early game threats like Thalia, stuff like that. So overall, really good removal. Then we have 4 copies of Drown and Ichor, 1 color, 1 black. Sorcery, that's the downside of this. Target creature gets -4/-4, and then you proliferate. Again, great removal spell. Proliferate is very key. Shame it is a sorcery. I feel like if it is an instant, it'll be like an auto-include in so many decks, but it is still a good cheap removal spell. Then we have 1 copy of the Filligree Sylex. This is actually the 61st card I put in this deck. 2 colorless. Legendary artifact, you can tap to put an oil counter on it, and then you can tap, sacrifice it, and then it destroys each non-land permanent with a mana value equal to the number of counters on it, or you can remove 10 oil counters from it, and then you can deal 10 damage to any target. That one's probably not the relevant part. Just being able to wipe the board of a particular mana cost stuff is really useful. Plus we can proliferate to add the counters to make it, get to where we want it to be pretty quickly. Then we have 4 copies of Distorted Curiosity. Good card draw. It's a divination normally for 3 mana. But if they're corrupted, 1 mana draw 2 cards, very strong. As soon as you get those 3 poison counters, this is a great card draw spell. Then we have 4 copies of Reject Imperfection, 3 mana, just a regular counter spell. But if it's 3 or less, we get to proliferate, which is good. It's good that it's just a generic counter spell, and we kind of get a little bit of a bonus if it's a cheap one. Then we got 4 copies of Vraska's Full. I actually think this is probably one of the best removals in this deck. 3 mana, instant, each opponent sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker, and they get a poison counter. This is really useful, being able to just deal with planeswalkers, but not only that, is get around when you're against a venerated Rot Priest, they try to protect it, you're like, nope, sacrifice, give them a little poison counter, get that party started, get that poison ticking. Then we got 1 copy of the Celetus, nice card to have, good little bit of ramp, and also like help you prevent all the flooding in your draws, a little bit of life gain as well, which is really, really relevant. Then we got 3 copies of Drag to the bottom, 2 colors, black, black, and it's sorcery domain. Each creature gets -X/-X until the end of the turn, but X is +1, equal to the number of basic land types we control. Great board sweeper, deals with a ton of stuff, and we have a bunch of like tri-lands which count as other types, so we can probably go up to 5 is the highest we can go, which I think is pretty good. That deals with pretty much all the biggest threats in standard right now. And then we got 3 copies of Vraska, Betrayal Sting. It proliferates, it turns all their stuff into treasure tokens. It is great. Ultimate is probably never going to really get to that, but just proliferating, drawing a card, and dealing with creatures. Great top end. And in the lands, we're running 5 islands, 5 swamps. We have the Soaring City, great little utility land there. We've got the Abandoned Mire. It's okay, bringing back potential Vraskas. We haven't got any creatures, so it's okay. Then we got 3 copies of Shipwreck Marsh. There's some dual coloured lands, 2 copies of Underground River, again, dual colours. Then we're running 4 Raffine's Tower. Again, we want to get the different land types for the Drag the Bomb. Same for Xander's Lounge, 4 copies of that. Then we've got 1 copy of Mirrex. We want to make the Friction Might, especially when the game drags out a little bit and we're not really drawing much, or we get flooded, we can make a bunch of Might tokens. But like I say guys, the deck list is in the description below. Try it out for yourself. We're going to play 5 best of 1 games as usual, and we're going to see how this goes. So let's get into it. Okay, right, game number 1, we're on the play. We've got a good opening hand here. Nice variety with this blue-black deck. I do like this deck, it is pretty cool. Right, let's lead off with an island. Then turn 2, we'll give him a poison counter. And we'll get the pie started. I think we're facing an aggro deck. Good that we've got this drag to the bottom. I think here we'll just go ahead and give him a poison counter, just in case they might do any shenanigans or they try to counter it or anything like that. we'll just go ahead and we'll give him a poison counter. We did draw our third land, which was important. Okay. Maybe we're definitely facing an aggro deck. This is going to be super crucial. Okay, here. I think we go land. We're going to play the Celetus. Then we've got removal. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, because this is going to give us 3, 4, yeah. Cool, we're going to wipe the board. Which is going to be nice. We are taking a lot of damage. We did take a lot, but that's fine. We can deal everything here. Right, we are, you know, kind of on the back foot here. They only got 1 poison counter. Shieldreds. Sure. Okay, that makes things a little bit more different. Then we go land, 6 mana. I kind of feel like we just get Vraska out, deal with this now. Yeah, let's just do that. Deal with that Shieldred. Now a little treasure token. And then we've got a good amount of removal. Okay, can we... Yes, we can exile that. That's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to proliferate. Let them have a little poison counter. We will then proliferate again. How much money have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we'll draw that. We'll proliferate again. Then we'll exile this. And then we'll play a land and pass. Nice. Play something cheap, we'll counter it. Or they don't play anything at all. Wandering Emperor, maybe? Yeah, we'll gain a life, draw a card. See what we get. I mean, I'm more than happy to bid in this. Oh, well, there you go. Same again, right. Another land. Let's proliferate and draw. What do we got? Nothing. Another land. Sure. Land tapped, and we shall pass. Do we care about this? I don't feel like we do. No. No. That's fine, we don't mind them destroying Vraska. We get to draw a card. That is a problem. That we keep drawing land. That is a huge problem. Yeah, we'll take 3. We're going to double cycle here. More land. Oh dear, now I wish I had that Vraska. I'm not gonna lie. I wish we had that Vraska. Right, let's deal with this then. I don't want any more land. Yep, that's that. Him gone. That's another poison counter. And we'll just pass. Wandering Emperor? Sure. Bring back Urtai or Ao? And Ao's exiled Shieldred, sure. We'll counter that. Cycle this first. Oh, we might just exile it. Yeah, we might just exile it here. There we go. Deal with that. That was a good draw. More land, nice. Yes, please. Okay, that's a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just give them the poison cannon now. More land. Okay, well at least we've got the Celetus, so we can start going through these lands and try and find how much land we drew. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we've seen 15 land. I kind of want to counter this. Yeah, we're just going to have to counter it. I'll give him another poison counter. Oh, that is a good draw. Yep. Another land. Wow. Oh, we meant to play the Mirrex. My bad. We were meant to play the Mirrex. That might cost us the game, that. Denick. Yep. Okay, right. Let's draw some cards. Right, now let's play the Mirrex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's make them sacrifice him. They get poison counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll tick up. Right, they're on 9. Okay, we made a mistake with the Mirrex, but we might be okay. Sure.
Phyrexia's influence still grows.
That's more land. Guard that. Oh, wow, we've actually drew all the land. 2 mana. We're gonna play the land, just in case they got any crazy shenanigans. There we go. That's game. Oh, I made a mistake there. We're not playing the Mirrex, but apart from that, we did manage to do okay. I was getting a bit worried. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a bit worried. Alright, game number 2. We're on the play. This is okay. We'll keep this. No, we haven't got a way to give him a poison counter, which is a problem. Well, that's fine. We got a lot of card draw. Okay, I think we're probably playing against the mono blue spells deck where, you know, we're against. Lots of card draw, lots of count spells. Let's get something that gives poison counters. Nope. Take a land. Okay, we've got all the removal under the sun. We'll fire off one of these. He'll probably counter it. Spell Pierce, negate. Make disappear. Oh, they leave it. Okay. They want impulse. Maybe they want to hit a land. We're doing okay. We could do with poison counter or 2 on our opponent here. That is what we're looking for. That is exactly what we want. Okay, we'll fire this off the end of their turn. All things dependent. I think next time they maybe potentially tap out and stuff, we might get them, but okay, we'll bide our time. Yeah, we've got 3 count spells on our hand. Pretty crazy. I think here we just fire it off. They don't counter it. That's really good for us. That's all it takes. It's just 1 poison. And we'll just slowly but surely tick away at them. They're not playing anything. Neither are we. I kind of feel like we'll play the land. We'll try and draw some cards. We do have a counter spell as backup. Okay. We'll pass here. We got a lot of counter spells. We got a lot of removal. We've got only one poison counter, but we just wanna. Just all it takes is one, yeah. Okay, we're. I'm gonna give him poison counter now, rather than having to discard. If I'm gonna have to discard, oh, don't need to. Brilliant. That is a really good draw. Now that's putting pressure on our opponent big time. Larian Terror. That is annoying. There's a big threat. I think we have to counter it. We have to counter it. Oh. We could have dragged to the bottom it actually. We shall pass turn. Yeah, because the drag to the bombs actually does 5. We will let them have that. We will make a token. We will cycle this land. Draw another land. We drew another land. Okay. Let's try and deal with this. We've got so many copies of this card. So many copies. We've got all the mana to play with as well. Negate? Sure. We'll do it again. We're killing this creature. Like... a negate. Oh. Like I said. We're killing this creature. No, we are 100% killing this creature, and we have mana left up for some counter magic. Another poison counter. We'll play a land. We will attack. Imagine if the hand is like Essence Scatters. That would actually be hilarious. They're sitting there going, oh, is this guy ever going to cast a creature? And I'm like, nope. Got a counter spell? Yes! Just slowly chipping away, get that poison count. We just counted everything he played. That was pretty brutal. Right, we're on the play. We got a okay opening hand. Again, we need to hit that third land drop. That third land drop is so important with this deck. So hopefully we can find it. Yes, we did. Good. Yep, we'll pass. Aggro. Thalia. Thalia would be... okay, I say Thalia would be pretty harsh there. But we'll take a farm hand. We'll play the Celetus now. Get that mana going. We do have a drag to the bottom, which will be good. Yep. I think next turn, I think I might just play Vraska here. We'll get out. It's quite tricky for them to pressure it. We're on Proliferate. Do have a poison counter, but it's fine. Yep. Wandering Emperor, just get out of there. That seems pretty reasonable.
I've learned much during my travels. me show you. I have got no
Okay.
rules to teach you.
Oh, we really need a poison counter. There's all this stuff. Let's take up. Let's see if we can find one. No, unfortunately. Might just kill this with this. Need to deal with that actually as well. Ooh, this is tricky, 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 tricky. I'm gonna draw some cards and we're gonna see what we can get. Land, nice. Is Vraska gonna die? No. No. Vraska's gonna go to 1. Which is okay. Okay, that's gonna go
Let
2.
your blade do the talking.
6 mana. Yep.
You'll pay for this.
Reckon a bankbuster. There's a problem. Sure. Let's cycle this. This is just annoying getting on this land. Finally a poison counter. Probably should have played it because of the drag to the bottom, but we can still deal with all this. So we're gonna give him a poison counter. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. Okay. So we're gonna take up Vraska. We draw cards. They can get another poison counter. Then we're going to deal with this. They get a poison counter. Vraska goes up. Okay. Now we're going to draw 2 cards. Got another Vraska. Then we're going to kill the farmhand. Proliferate again. Vraska's on 5. Brilliant. Okay, I mean they have free reign to just cast a load of stuff this turn. We do have a board sweeper. Okay. It's not too bad. Not too bad. They're just going to be making tokens all day long. Yep. We've got the drag to the bottom. Vraska's dead, unfortunately. I mean, that bankbuster, maybe we should have countered it. In hindsight, we should have countered it. But it's fine. They're on 4 poison. We've cast this for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 3, 4 mana left. Um, 3 or 4 mana doesn't really make much difference. Play this and this. Do all those tokens and then we'll pass. We can put them up to 5 poison. I think I make them sacrifice a planeswalker. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
We can win this together.
Yep. It's still going to be quite tricky. We need to keep drawing more and more removal. Yes. Brilliant. We can get rid of land. And we drew another land. Nice. We do draw a lot of land in this deck. Something I have noticed. Okay, we're going to play Vraska. We're going to tick up. Who's alive? Proliferate. Proliferate again. Play a land. And we shall pass. Okay, we can put them on 8 with what we've got in hand. We got to deal with the Vraska again. Vraska's on 7. Okay, we've got a counter spell, which we're going to use to counter pretty much anything. Yep. Okay, they want to get in. They're attacking Vraska for 4. That seems fine. What are they going to play? Yep.
Keep your eyes sharp.
They got to play something, right? Surely. Surely. Something that costs 3 or less mana, please. That's not 3 or less mana. That's making a bunch of tokens. He's kept the mana up for the Bank Buster. I think I do still have to counter this. Yeah, I think we should counter it. Because, like, we can still put them on 9. I think that's game, right? Proliferate. Yeah.
Embrace the inevitable.
We're on 7. 8. 9. 10. Yes, we got there. Yeah, well, that was a tough one. 3-0 though, 3-0 with the deck. Alright, so opponents on the play. Game 4, 3-0. We'll keep. We've got removal, we've got a way to give him poison counter. That's the that's the main thing. We just want to make sure we have a way to give him poison counters. Alright, so we're against an aggro deck. We have removal. We do have removal. We've got a lot of lands. Okay, that's getting exiled. We don't want no more buffing for their team. I mean, this isn't very good, right? This isn't very good to what? It gives them a poison counter. And we keep drawing more land. Nice. Main thing is just to give him a poison counter. Yeah, we would like to have countered that. We need a way to remove all these. Oh, keep drawing land. Wow. Okay, we have to try and dig for a removal spell. More land. What's that? 8 land? Nice. We're gonna take a lot of damage here. We need a board sweeper or it's game. Sweeper or game. That doesn't proliferate, does it? Give him a poison counter. Nope, that is game. Alright, 4-1. Didn't draw, they just overwhelmed us. Absolutely overwhelmed us. We did draw a ton of land, we needed a board sweeper, or just some more removal is the way it goes. Okay, last game now. We're on the draw. Now, we're on the draw last time, we faced an aggressive deck which we couldn't deal with. This seems okay, as long as we're not playing against a really fast aggressive deck on the draw, we should be okay. Mono black. Sure. This can be a tough matchup. If they have a quick start, we might struggle. I think they do. Yeah, I think we're going to struggle here. Yeah, we'll pass. We'll give him poison counter. Hopefully draw into more removal. Green black. Probably Friction Obliterator. Yeah, we're taking 5. Good for us, they didn't commit any more to the board, but we really need to deal with more of this. We'll deal with that. Okay. They play another threat. If they play a threat, we're going to struggle. Childred. Or Friction Obliterator. Believe it or not, Friction Obliterator are actually better. Because we want to draw some cards, but... we need to draw another removal spell. Just something. There we go. Obliterator. Yep. Another land. Sweeper. No. Did get a removal spell. We need to get one more poison counter, which... unfortunately, we're one poison counter away. We could take... 1, 2, 3, 4... I mean, if they had Evoke Despair, we lose. If they go land, Evoke Despair, we lose. If they go land... they might just pump the Misery Shadow for 4 here. Puts me on 1. Which means that I'm dead, yeah. Unless we draw... We can survive with a board sweep off the top. It's the only way. That's a good draw. That was a good draw. Childred does it. Evoke Despair does it. Any of those. That's fine. That's actually okay. We can never tick up Vraska though. It's literally just going to be a removal spell every single turn. Giving all of our opponents all the treasures. We can counter anything they play. That doesn't really do anything. I think we just want to... we'll just play it. We already played land, haven't we? Yeah, we'll just pass. Sure. Please do not draw a Shieldred or... well, actually, no, we can counter wherever they play, so that's not a problem. And Vraska's going to kill wherever they play as well. We could never tick up Vraska. Which is a shame. I don't think there's any way I can gain life in this deck. I'm just trying to think. I don't think there is. Yep. Give him a poison counter. Oh, that is an insanely good draw. Oh wow, we're getting all the Vraskas. He didn't play anything. Oh, okay. Go. There's Shieldred. He'll probably bring back Shieldreds. Yes. Nice little counter target there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just counter it. We have no instant speed way of dealing with that, although we're now prone to any more Shieldreds. I was gonna proliferate with Vraska then. That would have not gone well. Okay, don't forget we can always drown and Ichor our own stuff. So any threat Vraska can deal with. Oh, when they pull us, we have to draw a counter spell. No. Oh. No, that was the only card. They're on 6 poison. Next turn, we could have probably got there. We would have been 8. We could have proliferated. Oh. GG's. GG's. GG. I thought we could have done it. 3 and 2, not too bad. That was a crazy last game. So 3 and 2 with the deck. Deck did really well. I have to admit, the deck did perform really well. That last game, though, was super, super tough. That one life, I kind of feel like if they didn't draw that Evoke Despair or a Shieldred, we would have been okay. We would have been okay. I mean, they were on, what, like 6 poison counters. We would have made another Might token. We could have dealt them another 2. We could have proliferated. They would have been like 1 away. We could have drawn something that could have ended the game there. So that was pretty tough. And the aggressive deck, they just went, you know, out of the gate super fast. So I think like this deck is pretty good. The only thing I probably would potentially change is I'll probably drop the Filligree Sylex. It just didn't really do much. I might replace the Filligree Sylex with another drag to the bottom. There's so many times where we just got overwhelmed by creatures. We just needed something to just completely reset the board. And, you know, our spot removal just didn't cut it. You know, it just didn't cut it against those decks. So this is a better board sweeper than the Sylex. This takes too long. So we might replace that for another copy of Drag to the Bottom, which I think is fine. And then the land, so I think with the land, I like the idea of potentially dropping maybe one of the basics or one of the underground rivers and add in a second copy of Mirrex. There was so many times we were mana flooded. And if we just had one of these lands, that would have been amazing. I mean, I'm even tempted maybe even to put a second or even a third one of these. Could you imagine, you know, every turn you got 2 of them out, you're making 2 mites, end the game very quickly. You just need one of these to stick and just keep chipping away. 1 poison, 1 poison, 1 poison. So yeah, those are the only changes I would probably make to the deck is, yeah, cut 1 Sylex, maybe add 1 drag to the bottom, and probably drop maybe like one of the basic lands and put in a Mirrex. So there you have it, guys. That is the deck. Make sure to give it a try for yourself. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more Magic content. And that's it from me, guys, in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.